serve.
Excellent.
Okay,
All
so
right,
then
off
what?
it goes. It'll get back to you inside
Come
of
on.
5 minutes. It does on
Oh, it did it. Hey.
instantly.
Hey. It says, hey, reply with your email to receive an e-coupon for a free Baskin-Robbins soft serve. Oh, I said Ben & Jerry's. I was totally wrong. I just heard ice cream. I'll still take it, though. Okay, so reply with my email.
There we go. Sent that tweet out.
Arabella at MediaGuns.com. That's my production company.
So any potential sponsors interested in finding out what we can do, calls related or otherwise for you, Aria Finger is the person to talk to, afinger@dosomething.org.
So Fair
That was a
Play
shameless
needs a
plug.
volunteer. That's fine. Plug away. C, okay.
Oh, yeah, there you
That's
go.
more for stop to cancel.
So
Wait, this is not going to cost me anything, right? This is like...
What an excellent question. No, this service is provided completely for free.
I don't want any, like,
Standard text
small-
messaging rates apply to your normal provider. So if you have an unlimited plan, which looks like you have a data plan there.
Oh,
maybe,
it's unlimited.
there you
It's
go.
too much for this BlackBerry, let me tell you that. Okay, cool. So then I just click on this link.
Well,
and,
that's a volunteer opportunity. So.
And that's a volunteer
yeah.
opportunity.
Yeah, and you'll get posted, you'll get reminded twice a month for new opportunities in your local area. And at any given time, you can reply with stop to stop getting those messages.
How long have you guys been doing this?
About a year and a half.
Wow. So it was totally under your guidance too.
It's a team effort over there. It's a team effort over there, but when it came down to the technology and building it out and integrating it with the country's largest teen-sorted volunteer database, then I had a little bit to do with it.
So how big is your team in New York? How big is your posse?
Our posse is about 4 strong. We have a couple content writers, a very talented lead developer, and an army of interns. Very talented interns.
Those interns from Penn?
We have one intern from Penn who actually needs a full-time job. John Cassidy, fantastic with video and graphics, needs a job.
And how about Rutgers? You don't ever give any Rutgers love over there? You should
We
try to
had-
get Rutgers people.
We had an editor from Rutgers,
Oh.
Emily Luke. She
Wow.
used to work for Do Something, so yes, we used to have a
Oh,
Rutgers.
you know a lot of people. So why are you feeling good about working at a nonprofit?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It was a decision I made a long time ago when my friends went to become lawyers and bankers. I made a personal decision that I would work for something that I believed in, and I enjoy waking up every morning and heading off to Union Square to work for DoSomething.org.
And what other things can we expect from you guys?
We have a lot coming up in the pipeline, and it's all, at the end of the day, going to drive more offline action, engage teens, be it more resources for them, more content, or more functionality from existing platforms and applications.
Great. And so you guys, where in New York City do you hail from?
Well, I personally am from Brooklyn, but our office is in Union Square, and it's a great place to be. We get a farmer's market we can go out to.
I know Union Square.
I'm a fan of it.
I used to live in Hell's Kitchen,
There you go.
56 and 9th. So I know the city.
It's been rebranded Midtown West, by the way.
I know, because it's so scary, right?
It helps the real estate value.
New York City is the safest city in the world.
It's pretty safe.
Just give it some character, That's what I think. And how hard is it to get New Yorkers engaged, get young New Yorkers? Do you find that hard?
No, it's really, our services are really nationwide. We engage teens, like I mentioned. We're in pretty much every single state across the country for clubs, and if you look at our traffic patterns, our SMS signups, it's got a strong spread across the country. We play well in both red and blue states because we don't think, taking action should be, a left or right issue.
Do you have any sort of data on where the activity is, coming from mostly, or is it really spread out?
It's really spread out. The top cities are San Francisco, New York. Then we go with a little bit of LA. Then there's Houston, Texas. Chicago's in there, and then in Florida, a couple places as well are like the top states, but they range depending on the season and which campaigns we're pushing.
So for your the things that you do in terms of development of like technology solutions and things like that, do you work with an in-house team, or do you usually outsource that? And
it depends on the project. Most of the work we do is actually in-house now. We've got a platform built on Drupal, which is a content management system which allows us to harness the power of a lot of different engineers online and basically plug in modules as needed into our system. We also have what we call our technology posse, and I was meeting with some of them over in Silicon Valley just today and yesterday, and they help us with big picture thinking and refining ideas in terms of should this be a direction that we put, weight behind, how should we refine it and get really do what we say and promote offline action.
And what do you think about using technology, maybe outside of your organization, but other nonprofit organizations out there using technology to really help them spread their cause and also fulfill their purpose?
I think it gives not-for-profits specifically an advantage as they've never had before, because you can basically leverage millions of dollars and man-hours worth of work to install something like a Drupal or use something like a widget box or a Gigya or a Facebook Causes. It's already been built. Basically, you have a mall that's already been set up, and your shop that you can set up inside is free, right? So you have all these channels available to you, you can basically publish onto YouTube. Recently, we released a PSA with Chris Brown and Rihanna reenactment that basically went over the police report and spreading the word about the statistic that 1 in 3 teens will be abused physically, emotionally, or online. And spreading this fact, we sent out these bracelets in addition to this PSA. The PSA, the public service announcement, was shot for $25. We put it up on YouTube, and so far it's had over 500,000 views. And it drove awareness about this cause campaign that at DoSomething.org/abuse, people were able to find out more information about it, find helplines, find tip sheets and guides, and install a Facebook application and order bracelets.
I love that you told me about that, because when that came out, I was very upset about it, and then the sensationalism of it and TMZ and everything like that. It's nice to hear that something...
We were shocked that nobody actually came out and stood up for what was going on.
Yeah.
And, it was a couple of interns, actually, college kids that shot it, went into the Lamborghini dealership, distracted the person who was on duty, and shot it in there. And, I think it's going to be coming up again now that the information just came out today that Chris Brown will be doing 180 hours of community service as punishment. Another
should
point.
Not even be punishment. It should be something he does.
It's
I'm just.
It's a brand. It's an absolute.
That's good, though.
You're absolutely right. Right. So we're here for the National Community Service Conference, and I think, unfortunately, community service in the eyes of teens is something for celebrity convicts. That just reiterates it right there, that his punishment is what you're trying to get people to do. Do something gets teens to volunteer. And we really think about the language we use, the way we frame messaging, and we make sure that volunteering is actually fun, not a punishment that you should be doing on the side of the road in a yellow jacket.
Well, thank you so much, George. It's been fun talking to you, and there's so much to learn. Please visit DoSomething.org, and we're now tossing... What is that? It's right there. There you go. I need to get a sticker. Now we're going to toss to a video by our business boomer rover, Ryan Billings, and it's about, it's with somebody from the Bay Area Volunteers. So let's go to that, and don't forget to come back in a couple of minutes.